to talk about a few different updates. First, starting off with Daonte and his girlfriend Addie. They have been trying to have a baby for a while now, and she announced on her Facebook earlier that she is officially pregnant. She posted a few different pictures of positive pregnancy tests and said, ignore his work hands, but baby Sarah is loading 2025. And she just literally found out today, the same day that she announced it. A lot of people were talking about this on social media and pointing out the fact that Addie will be closer to the baby in age than Daonte will be to Addie. So Daonte took to his Instagram page and he said, I done came way too far and been too at peace lately to let anyone's negativity attempt to break me or unalive my spirit at this point. Words don't seem to hurt as much as they used to these days. It feels good to be able to stay focused and stay motivated. I got a lot ahead of me, positive mindsets every day. And like I said, they've been trying to have a baby for a while and they finally got pregnant, so congratulations to them. I still feel like they should have waited a little bit longer, but they did what they wanted to do. And I am very curious to hear what Daonte's mother thinks that now that she's going to be a grandmother and if she's going to have a more active role in Daonte's life now that he has a baby on the way. Addie went live on Facebook earlier talking more on her pregnancy. She was working as a dancer, but she claims as soon as she found out she was pregnant, she went ahead and retired and she's not working. She's just going to stay at home while she's pregnant. I'm not sure what the plans are once the baby actually gets here, but right now Daonte's the breadwinner. She just quit smoking about a week ago, so it's perfect timing to quit smoking since she has a baby on the way. And she said that she has quit smoking weed and drinking too, and she's gonna wait until she has the baby to do that, so that's good. At least she's doing that. And now I want to talk about Latisha. I've spoke time and time again about Colleen. She is the business owner who owns a cleaning business. She gave Latisha a little over $11,000 to do accounting for her cleaning business. Latisha didn't do a single thing and just pretty much ran off with her money and ghosted her. And then Colleen decided she wanted to get her sweet revenge. So on Halloween, she decided to go as the scariest costume of them all. She dressed up as Latisha. She even had the hair going every which way on the top like Latisha was rocking it this season. And then Colleen posted, alright, I'm hanging up the shenanigans for the evening. So she's hanging it up, saving it for later. And she said, thank you all for the support, spreading awareness on a local fraud, and being able to bring myself laughter during an unfortunate situation is priceless. Then Colleen shared that she is about to have her day in court with Latisha. It has been a long road, but it's now officially here. She said took long enough due to having to wait for her bankruptcy to be thrown out so we could file. We are finally here. Who thinks she'll show up? Comment below. So this shows that they have a court date that is scheduled for, let me zoom this in a little better. Okay, the court date is on 11/7, so that's just in 3 more days at 1 p.m. at the Scott County Courthouse in Davenport, Iowa. So this is a small claims trial, and this is for Colleen going after Latisha for the theft of her $11,000. And I asked Colleen, like, what happens if Latisha does not show up? Will you win by default? And she said yes, and that's what typically happens with lawsuits. If the person who is served, if they don't show up, that person ends up winning. And I feel like Latisha, I don't know, at first I felt like she would show up just because she doesn't want to automatically lose. But if she knows she's like guilty and she doesn't even have like somewhat of a good argument, or she doesn't even have the money to hire a good lawyer, then I don't see her showing up. So I'm very curious to see what ends up happening with this. I do know when she was dealing with her attorney in this case earlier on, she originally had an attorney, but then she ended up telling the courts that she could not afford an attorney, so she ended up having to get a court appointed attorney at one point. Latisha posted a picture of her two daughters a few weeks ago, and she was bragging about the fact that her daughters had just received their first paycheck from the show. So I guess Latisha was able to work out a deal with wetv to where not only she's getting paid, but her two daughters are getting paid too. And I guess she's holding on to her daughter's money for them until they get older. And all I gotta say is I really hope she gets a Coogan account for those kids, because if she can't hold on to money for her tax clients, then I don't know how much I trust this lady holding on to her kids' money long term. But now let's talk about Kimberly and Joey. So shout out to Sarcasm. They found out a few different things. Number one, the house that Joey and Kimberly have been filming in all season, the house that Joey came home to from prison where they had Christmas, well, apparently it's an Airbnb. Stark hasn't found the Airbnb listing for it, so that just confirms that the show likely put them in this Airbnb because either Kimberly was in a living situation with someone who wasn't comfortable filming at their house, or two, Kimberly just didn't have enough room in her place to be filming, and they ended up leaving the Airbnb eventually and buying a house. So they finally bought this house they have been talking about buying for a while now, and according to Sarcasm, they bought a house in Eden or Eden, I think it's Eden, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, Eden, North Carolina. It's a cute little blue house. It has over 1,500 square feet, and it sold for close to $220,000. Damn, I need to move there to North Carolina. That's not a bad price. I can't even find a freaking house with 1,200 square feet for under that around here, it seems like. And it has nice stainless steel appliances. It has granite countertops. And Kimberly ended up selling her home that she had with her ex-husband last year after they purchased it in 2022. So they bought the house, and they even had the house for 2 years before Kimberly ended up turning around and selling it and moving into this new house with Joey. And when Kim sold her house that she got with her ex-husband, she sold it for over $300,000. So she made over $19,000 profit from her house from when she originally bought it and turned around and sold it. Joey is officially off parole according to Sarcasm. He ended up getting off parole on October 1st, and he has managed to stay out of trouble since being released from prison, which I'm not gonna lie, that shocked me because I could have swore that he was going to be one of the ones I saw last season that would guarantee go back, and he's managed to beat the odds so far. So congratulations to Kim and Joey. Kind of like with Daonte and Addie, I feel like they should have took their time and kind of moved a little too fast on this whole house thing, especially considering the fact that they're not even married yet. And I mean, you don't have to be married to get a place together, but just the fact that they got a house, that's such a big commitment, especially like if you get like a 20-30 year long loan. That's almost as long as a commitment as having a kid, pretty much. And I wonder if they plan on having more kids in the future. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. I have some more Love After Lockup updates, but I'm going to save them for another video. So let me know what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.